Thoughts? Review? Fine. Biggest thing, make sure you distribute, right? If you have something, make sure you distribute in there. Okay? Today we're going to take the idea of proportions a tidge further to talk about percent change. A percent of change tells the percent an amount has increased or decreased in relation to the original number. So percent change is, you have to talk about the new price minus the original divided by the original is equal to what percentage out of 100. Remember, percent really means out of 100, yes? Okay? So what we have to do is we have to take our information and we have to identify. You're making more of a disruption. We have to identify what our new price is versus what our original price is. So it says the price of an item yesterday was $125. Today, the price rose to $175. State whether a percent increase or decrease occurred, then find the percent change. So my first question is price increase or decrease? How do you know? How does it tell you? It says the price rose and the number gets larger. So right away we can say, whoops, percent increase. Now we are going to set up a proportion. What is our new price? 175 minus what was the original price? 125 divided by what was the original price? 125 is equal to, we're trying to find the percentage, x over 100. What's the first thing I should do? I would subtract, right? 175 minus 125. 50 over 125 equals x over 100. Now, cross multiply. 50 times 100 equals 125 times x. Careful, not 50,000. How many zeros? 3 zeros, 5,000. Well, 50 times 100, there's 3 zeros. Then we divide by 125. What do you get? 40. So percent increase of 40%. Increase of 40%. I'm going to tell you right now, you have to memorize this. New minus the original divided by the original is equal to your percentage out of 100. Let's go to the next one. The price of technology stock has dropped to $9.66 today. Yesterday's price was $9.77. State whether a percent increase or decrease occurred, then find the percent change. Note, round your answer to the nearest tenth of a percent. So just know that probably is a good indicator. We're probably going to get a decimal, right? Okay. First question, increase or decrease? Decrease. How do you know that? It says dropped. What is my new price? Say it again. 966. The original price? 977 divided by the original price, 977 equals x out of 100. We're trying to find the percentage. 966 minus 977. Negative 11 cents. Does that make sense? Yeah. Why? It dropped. It's a decrease. If you don't get a negative there, you screwed something up. Okay, over 977 equals x out of 100. Ms. Hoff wants you to use proportions and the idea of cross multiplying here. Negative 0.11 times 100 equals 9.77 times x. Now, 0.11 times 100, what happens? Move the decimal twice, right? So you really end up at negative 11 equals 9.77x. Then divide by 9.77. Now remember, it says to round to the nearest tenth. Yep, negative 1.1. Now, over on the left, we already said percent decrease. So should I write percent decrease of negative 1.1? No. The decrease tells us that negative. I want the negative in your equation, but when you tell me percent decrease of 1.1%, you don't have to put the negative sign there because the word decrease tells me that it's going down. $1 isn't very much, but it only changed 11 cents, so that's reasonable there. When working with percent increase and decrease, we always compare it to paying full price. If you pay full price of something, you pay 100% of the cost, right? Full price, 100%. So a car dealership decreased the price of a car by 13%. The original price was $46,600. Fill in the blank to write the new price in terms of the original. Write your answer as a decimal. So they're helping you set this up. They say we can find the new price if we take blank times the original. Well, are we paying full price for the car? No, full price is 100%, but they're giving us a decrease of 13. So what percentage are we actually paying? Very good. 100% minus 13 gives me 87%. But notice what it says. Write your answer as a decimal. 87% as a decimal, 0.87. You got to move it twice. 0.87. Now it says, actually use what you just wrote to determine the new price. So we don't know what the new price is, but we just said if we take 0.87 times the original, which was 46,600, we're going to get the new price of the car. 0.87 times 46,600.
40,542.
Is that what you got? 40,542. Does it make sense? It's less than the original. Yes, these little things to double check yourself on. If they give me a discount on a car, but it ends up being more money than I originally started with, I probably should double check my calculations, right?
Probably.
All right, so we go to the next one. The next model of a sports car is going to cost 11.9% less than the current model. The current model costs 33% or 33,000. How much will the price decrease in dollars? What will the price of the next model? What will be the price of the next model? How can I figure out how much it's actually going to decrease? And how do I figure out the price of the next model? Morgan.
Subtract the new number from the old number. How much in dollars?
Okay, so if we go back to if we talk about like the car, if we take the original minus what our new one is, that would be the change, right? That would be our difference. Is there a different way we could do that? Or are you good with that way? I'm good with that way. Okay. So if I was going to pay full price, what percentage is that? 100%. But I'm going to pay 11.9 less. So what percentage am I actually paying? 88.1? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they told us to find our, oh, I'm sorry, this keeps bouncing. To take our new price, to take the percentage. What percentage are we going to write that as, though?
No.
0.881 times the original price. What was the original price? 33,000. So take 33,000 times 0.881. I'm stealing off Thatcher's. 29,073. 29073. Everybody, yes? Okay. Box that in because that's one of the questions they ask us. What is the price of the new model? But the other question says, how much will the price decrease in dollars? Subtract them. 33,000 minus 29,073. Am I anywhere close? 2,927? Perfect. Remember that time I told you I can't subtract to save my life? So decrease of $3,927. Question? I would, just to know, because if I look at that, you just have two numbers. I don't know which one's which. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just so that they're labeled. Do you have to write this? No, because I know you're probably going to do it in your calculator. But yes, good question. New price equals, just so I know which answer is which. Now today on your online, they're going to be two separate blanks, right? So you'll know which one to put them in. But when it comes to like a quiz or anything you're doing on paper, do label those for me. Tax. How many times do you go to the store and you're like, oh yeah, I have enough money, and then you get up to the cash register and you're like, God, I'm 20 cents short. Okay? Tax. A camera is listed at a price of $891.98 before tax. If the sales tax rate is 6.5%, find the total cost of the camera with sales tax. Does sales tax make your price go up or down? Up. It's going to charge you more. So if we just paid the original price of this camera, that would be 100%. But our tax makes our price go up. So we need to add 6.5% to that. So we're actually going to pay 106.5%. So as a reminder, we said our new price equals our percentage. What's our percentage?
1.065.
Very good. As a decimal, we move it back 2, but it's 1.065 times the original. What's the original? 891.98. What'd you get? 958. So what would you tell me? You did not get that?
I got a C tax here.
What would you round this to? 96, because you're talking money, right? So money always goes to 96. 2 decimals. So this talked about a decrease off the original, so we take that away from our percentage. Tax increases our original, so we add that to 100%. Now this says, at a sale, a sofa is being sold for 29% of the regular price. Not off, of. The sale price is $191.40. What's the regular price? Now remember, we said the new price was equal to the percentage times the original. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
What's our new price of this sofa?
29%.
Our new price. Our new price. Yes, we are actually paying this. $191.40. Now, what percentage are we paying? 29. 29% of it. As a decimal, we would say 0.29. I don't take that because it doesn't say 29% off. It says 29% of. Do we know the original price? So we would call that X. How do I find my original price? Divide by 0.29. You get 660. Whole number? You didn't even have to round that? For sure? Nice. An easy way to double check. Take 660 times 0.29. Try the next one on your own. An item on sale costs 10% of the original price. The original price was $22. Find the sale price. Do you know the new price? So that we could call X. Do you know your percentage?
Yes.
Careful. 0.10. Do you know the original? 22. How much are you going to pay? So $2.20. $2.20. Not 10% off, 10% of. Of in math means multiply. Whatever that was, you probably bought a lot of them. Wholesale. Wholesale happens when companies buy product and they get to buy it at a cheaper price, and then they mark it up before they sell it to you. Okay? So a wholesale price for the bookcase is $181, but a certain furniture store marks it up by 23%. Find the price of the bookcase in the furniture store. So our new price, I'm going to continue to write this over and over, is equal to our percentage times the original. Do we know the new price of the bookcase? No. What percentage are we paying? 123%. If they're going to pay full price, it's 100%, but they marked it up another 23%. So you're really paying 123%. So your percentage as a decimal is 1.23. And the original price? $181. So take 1.23 times 181. Now you're talking money. If you need to round, round appropriately. What is your answer? 222.63. Yes. That's how companies make money. Okay, they buy it in bulk at a cheaper rate, and then they mark it up a certain percentage. All right, so now we have to compare some things. Jenny's looking for the best deal on a set of golf clubs. The wholesale price is $369. Help her compare the price of golf clubs in different situations by completing the following questions. A, Jenny can go to the pro shop that she knows has the golf clubs. The pro shop gets them from a distributor who marks up the wholesale price 20%. Then the pro shop marks them up by an additional 40%. Ignoring tax, how much would Jenny pay for the golf clubs at the pro shop? So we have two situations here. Okay? So remember that new equals our percent times our original. We don't know our new price, agreed? What percentage are we going to have to pay for the first markup? 120%, as a decimal is 1.2 or 1.20 times.
Couldn't you just add like 0.40 plus 0.20 plus 1?
No.
Nope, and I'll prove it to you.
That's crazy.
So what are we going to multiply by? Guys, you are driving me insane. Gentlemen, he asked a legit question. I don't need any other commentary. What's my original price? 369. Okay. What is the pro shop paying for them? If I take 1.20 times 369. Anybody else get 442.8? And technically with money, we put a 0 on there, right? That's what the pro shop is paying. Are we done with part A? No. Now the pro shop's going to mark them up. So I don't know my new price. What percent is the pro shop going to mark them up? 40%. So really it's 140%, or as a decimal, 1.40. What am I going to multiply 1.40 times? 442.80. We're going to mark up the price they already marked up. 619.92. Anybody else get that? Yes? Okay, so Jenny would pay 619.92 if she went to the pro shop who bought them from the wholesale marketer and they both marked them up. Okay? Now, part B says Jenny could also buy them directly from the distributor in the direct to customer sales. When they sell them directly to customers, the distributor marks it up 60%. Like Maddox said, like, why can't we just add 40% and 20%, right? 60%. So the new price is equal to the percent times the original. This time we're only going through one markup, still 60% though. Our new price is X. What percentage are we actually paying? 160%, as a decimal is 1.60. What was the original price? 369. If Jenny went straight to the distributor, how much would she pay? 40 cents? Anybody else? 5.90.40? Yes? So I go back to Maddox's question. Why aren't they the same? Miles.
Because we're multiplying them together. Because like you're multiplying the percent by the number.
I multiplied the percent by the number here.
Yeah, because you multiply it twice, so that means.
Ying.
You get a new number when you you get a new number, so you can't.
True. Caden?
There's a 1 in front, and if you just add the 60, it'll be 1.60 instead of 2.60.
We wouldn't have 2.60.
I mean, like, how you, if you add 60 with 40, 20 with 40, you get 60, and then you would add 100 to it, which would 1.60 instead of 1.20.
That'd be a 260% increase. Jackson?
Well, first you have to, the first thing that the pro shop did when they bought it, they already bought it, jacked up, and then they jacked it up even more. So, like, you can't just combine the two, because then you would essentially be adding the pro shop's price to the original price. And that would be like
So I think you're all there, but you just haven't quite explained it correctly. Okay? We're marking up 60% of the 369 in the second case, right? In this one, we marked up 20% of 369 and got 442. And then when we got the other 40%, we're marking that up at the 442, which is already higher. Follow me? So I'm marking up something, and this is where I think it's coming from. I'm marking up something that's already been marked up. If they were both going off the original, then it would be no big deal. They would be the same. But you're marking up something that's marked up. Okay? I don't know if you guys really realize when something is created, it's sold to a distributor who then marks the price up and sells it probably to another distributor who marks the price up and then sells it to Walmart, and Walmart marks the price up and then you buy it. It's crazy. You know, one of the biggest markups, there's two of the biggest markups in the industry.
Cars.
Furniture, fireworks. Furniture are marked up almost 400%, and fireworks are marked up over 300%. I used to work for a fireworks company, and we would directly import from China, and we'd get a box of 4 fireworks. It would be like $100 that they paid to have it made and shipped, everything when they put their cost into it, and they would sell every single one of them for over $75.
Well, is that cause like, American dollars is Chinese dollar?
No, that's just because people will pay the price.
Wait, how did you, all you did, like your fireworks?
They pay you with American dollars, they translate it to Chinese dollars.
You just,
Sell fireworks.
so they,
Oh, the same
they
thing.
got tons of bucks.
Okay, let's answer this question. Jenny will pay more if she gets them at the pro shop. Jenny will pay more if she gets them directly from the distributor. Jenny will pay the same amount. A, she will pay more at the pro shop. Couple of things. If they're asking you to find the percent change like the front, the very first page, this is what you're going to use. They're asking you to find the percent change. If they're asking you to find the final price or the change in price, that's where you're probably going to use that new equals your percent times your original. Lots of scratch paper in the back. 2-7 online due tomorrow at 8 a.m.
You need a worksheet.
I need a